KTH Campus is celebrating its 100th anniversary, 100 years of driving progress in research, innovation, and education. And universities were always built in order to meet societal challenges. So let me highlight those challenges and trends that motivated our work on smart sustainable cities research and innovation agenda. The first one is growing urbanization. It's a well-known fact that now more than half of global population is living in cities, and we expect more than 66% to live in cities by year 2050. While growing cities, and especially compact cities, could provide us with a high efficiency of energy and all resources, and also great accessibility to education, to research, to medical care, to jobs, and to other services. At the same time, urbanization and rapid increase of population creates tremendous challenges for our cities. So, for example, the questions are how cities can provide housing, infrastructure, and services to today's and tomorrow's population. And also how to maintain high quality of life and at the same time to stay in the planetary boundaries. Not all cities are growing, and the question is how to make those shrinking cities and also villages attractive in the future. Another trend is striving for sustainability. We see these cities as the key actors in sustainability agenda. Now cities are using more than 60% of all energy and also emitting more than 70% of greenhouse gas emissions. So cities are very important in climate agenda. We are also thinking about cities that are more inclusive, cities with higher social cohesion. And we need to fight with segregation. So, the third trend I want to highlight is rapid development of information and communication technologies. Information and communication technologies, digitalization and Internet of Things are named as very important enabler of sustainable transitions. So by this Ericsson's mobility report from 2015, it is estimated that ICT could help to decrease the global greenhouse gas emissions by 15% by year 2030. And this is the same amount as European Union and the United States of America are emitting today. So it's a huge volume. So, but at the same time, when we are using ICT for integrating different infrastructure, we are creating more complex systems that might be connected with higher risks and also higher vulnerabilities. When we are talking about digitalization, we're always talking about ethical questions, about privacy, about integrity, about digital divide, and also, of course, cybersecurities. So all those challenges we need to take into consideration while we're building our cities of the future and not when they are already built. So those trends, rapid urbanization, striving for sustainability, and development of information and communication technology are motivated us to work on the area of smart sustainable cities. These are the cities where information communication technology digitalization are enabling sustainable urban development. But which cities are we envisioning for the future? So we could have a lot of qualities of the future cities that we want to live in. So, for example, resilient cities that are remaining attractive even under the shocks and different risks. Climate neutral cities based on 100% of renewables, and also cities that are prepared to climate change. Integrative and collaborative cities where citizens feel as at home, independently of their income or independently of where they're coming from. Also resource saving eco-friendly or healthy cities, and not least responsible cities, the cities that are responsible for their global impact, for the global footprint. How should we build the cities of the future, and what is important? So there are a lot of factors, of course, and I would pinpoint 4 of those that we feel are very crucial. The first is Quadruple Helix collaboration, or so-called Quadruple Helix collaboration. We believe that it's not possible to build the cities of tomorrow without collaboration between universities and research institutes, public authorities on local, regional, and national levels, industries from different sectors, from ICT, construction, energy utilities, and others, and also with civil society, with citizens, households, citizen initiatives, and NGOs. And those actors are often, unfortunately, still forgotten when we're talking about sustainable urban development. The second factor is transdisciplinary research. So we need to look at cities from this perspective of different disciplines, but also to rethink the role of researcher in society and to research more with society, not only for society. System-level innovation, systems innovation, we're looking at cities as a complex system of social technical systems. Incremental innovation are very important for cities development, but we need to have changes on the system level in order to facilitate sustainability transitions. And the fourth one is internationalization. We need to connect to us excellent environments, research and innovation environments, in order to have better possibilities for mutual learning, for joint collaboration, but also to create the global impact of our research innovation. And now, KTH. I may say that we are rather good, so we are proactive in all these 4 fields. We have good collaboration with the partners in society, and we are getting better in that. As an example, the Digital Demo Stockholm project, where together with the City of Stockholm, Stockholm region, and companies as Ericsson, ABB, Skanska, Scania, and Vattenfall, we are working together, innovating to solve immediate problems of the City of Stockholm, but also to make City of Stockholm the most smart and connected cities of the world by year 2040. KTH platforms, research platforms as energy platform, transport platform, and ICT platform and others are facilitating interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research. We have a lot of exciting projects on systems innovations, for example, on smart grids or using mobilities as services. And then we have a broad network of collaborators, both in developing and developed countries. And this allowed us to become a leader, to initiate and to design, and also to lead now the largest so far in Sweden program on research and innovation within an area of smart sustainable cities. The Viable City, which is a strategic innovation program for smart sustainable cities. KTH created a consortium of more than 50 partners. It's a 12 years program, and together we are going to support research innovation with the main goal to facilitate Sweden to reach their energy and climate commitments, and also to facilitate sustainable growth. Viable City is not a luxury project, so we are not going to create smart, sustainable, those attractive cities, just taking into consideration the large cities or rich cities. So we are working for making all global cities smart, sustainable, and attractive. So instead of focusing on creating these futuristic cities of the future, we want to connect the future to all our cities. Being at KTH, a technical university, a University of Technology, Institute of Technology, we might risk to have a very technocratic approach when we are talking about the smart, sustainable cities. But we are not doing that. We are putting people in center, putting the citizen initiatives, households in the center of sustainable urban development, designing the cities attractive for our people, but also using the holistic approach to breaking through the silos and working in the interconnection fields of sustainable lifestyles and consumption, sustainable built environment, sustainable mobility, integrated infrastructures. So how our cities will look tomorrow? So probably because of the technological development and all other developments, we will not need to have any hospitals. So, and we will have a new logistic problem. Instead of bringing people to hospitals, we will need to bring hospitals to people. What would this mean for our cities? And there are other changes. Maybe we will not need physical campuses, even which is not maybe so, sounds not so good today. But we will have exciting virtual campuses or exciting virtual places to meet and to work together. So then maybe instead of optimizing the transportation flow, we will have possibility to decrease needs for mobility. And to build those cities of the future, of course, we need to have a lot of experimentations and tests. So we are creating the test beds and living labs for future solutions. Of course, we need to support innovation and entrepreneurship to create new companies and also to support citizens to innovate and co-create. We are also developing new financing and business models in order to implement those sustainable smart solutions in large scale. So, but it's not enough. We also need to have new regulations, new laws, and new modes of governance that the program is going to work on. And intelligence, security, and ethics are other important questions that we are to take into consideration when we are designing the new smart sustainable solutions for our cities. We need to understand better what does it mean to integrate the physical, the cyber, and human systems, and also how to ensure cyber security and also take into consideration all the digital divide and other ethical aspects. Many cities in the world are starting to look at their campuses or university campuses as a living lab for sustainable urban development. So we can easily experiment here, as we have a lot of students, but also researchers and teachers. So we can experiment on us, and we can bring about a new solution, both technological and social innovations. Last spring, we asked our students from KTH to create their vision of smart sustainable campus of KTH year 2050. Those were students from two programs, from the Energy for Smart Cities program, which is funded by European Institute of Innovation and Technology, KIC in Energy, and students from Smart Technology Master Program. And we had a course run by my research group, Urban Analytics and Transition, which is called Transdisciplinary Approaches to Systems Innovation. So students were asked, please envision the smart sustainable campus of year 2050 and design pathway how to reach there. So that was one of the small results. Don't we have sound?
Changing the world. Its campus should reflect KTH values and mindset, vibrant, interactive, innovative, and accessible to all. We know our vision is ambitious. It will only become a reality if students, citizens, teachers, researchers, university administrations, companies, governments, and many others are committed and walking in the same direction and towards the same goal. Mindsets must change and challenges overcome. We know there is a long way to go, but the first step starts with you.
Yeah, I would like to rephrase our students. So as teacher, you have this disease. So you always want to improve and to discuss and to have dialogue with students. So I would rephrase it that the changes would start with us. So we together would need to inject more energy and inspiration to our campus and to make our campus as a living lab for the cutting-edge energy and sustainability research, but also to become a role model for sustainable and smart urban development. Thank you very much.